Good Saturday morning, friends. Let's get the boo blockers this morning. Found the wire frames last night. I had left them in the kitchen. So what do we got here? Let's see if we can start the day picking off a little bit of money. All right, so we got the overriding sentiment to the upside. Currently, we're going to look for that. Let's expand this. I noticed in some of my videos these candles don't represent as well. Now we're still in that positive regime, right? That's what we're looking for. High frequency trade filter. Let's double check that on our VMAX. No, LMAX, I'm sorry. Settings. Let me move this over here. Inputs. High frequency filter, time frame 30 seconds. That's where I'm at. I'm not using my London filter. Okay. Now, let's look at the VMAX. Those of you who have chosen to go with the mentoring, that's really where we're going to keep the VMAX education for the most part. You know, basically, we get a basic understanding of it outside of it, but you know, the deeper dive. The VMAX is really telling me that this little pullback right here isn't likely a threat. Now it could extend. And we also know that I'm not the most patient guy, right? There's that little, that was when I said that we possibly could be a threat. This is what I was talking about, right? And there's the VWAP. You know, it's like a magnet. All right, so we got an alert. Let me pause this because it's on another screen. Okay, we're back. So that was the 1 hour on the Bitcoin chart. I have another tab with a sell alert off of I'm not even sure because that's more some research information. So I don't know if I didn't pay that much attention. I just turned it off. Now, here's something interesting. So let's see. We now know that we got a Bitcoin sell alert. So does that mean the sentiment regime is going to change down here? Or that's really what that research is about for me. Is I'll spend probably the next well, I don't know, 6 months to a year monitoring that to see if there's any noticeable correlation, and then I'll just have it in the background. I've been doing this for 13 years, right? Looking for correlations and patterns and developing what you see here, okay? Now, some people might look at this trade and say, you missed out on that. And I'm going to say, I'm going to go back to the same illustration that I always use. Let's say you're at a wedding for, all intents and purposes. Somewhere where there's a buffet. There's a line. You got to wait your turn in line, number one. Okay, maybe it's our turn, maybe it's not our turn, right? Then when you get there, you don't just shovel everything up. Like, oh, look at that, knocking down my cane. You don't just sweep everything with your arm into a trash bag. You know, I know a few people that they'll come back with a pile of food. It's almost embarrassing to be at the same table with them, right? Because you're like, listen, why don't you just get a normal plate of food? If you consume that, great. It's a buffet. Eat all you want. But don't take it all now. The same thing with the market, right? Some of this is not for you. Some of this is for someone else. Don't worry about it. The minute you get caught in that, excuse me, the minute you get caught in that, keeping up with the Joneses, trying to get what they have, it's the minute you sell out your happiness, your opportunity for happiness, because you can never, there's always going to be someone taller, shorter, faster. There's always going to be someone stronger. Always. Even if you hold a record for a while, records are made to be broken. You become a target. So don't worry about it. Just get what you need. Help, pat things a little bit to make it more comfortable. Take care of your family. Plenty of money out here, okay? It doesn't all have to stay with, those top 10 guys. They can share. And the ironic thing is that life-changing money for you wouldn't even faze them. You're talking about people in these markets who buy a penthouse in Manhattan that comes with a free yacht. Okay? They don't get toasters. Oh, there's a buy signal, but look at that. We changed. Our regime changed to a sell regime. So that happened at let's see here. 10:08. That's a no. 10:07. Yeah, 10:08. It changed. We got that Bitcoin alert at 10 on the hourly. So we got a little bit of buy here, but we don't have overriding sentiment. I've been here almost 11 minutes. Now, for the sake of two things. One, I'm getting really thirsty. And two, I don't want to, I'm going to post this video, right? There was no trade. So I don't think that a lot of people will have made it to the end of this video. Because there was no trade. But sometimes that's how it goes. You sit down and there is no trade. Now, you say, Liam, you only waited 10 minutes. Okay, that's fine. I only waited 10 minutes. It's a Saturday morning. I haven't had breakfast. I haven't even made my bed yet. So, let's say I wait another 5 or 10 minutes for this trade to come. Then I got to wait for the trade to play out. That's an easy potential 15, 20, 30 minutes that I just don't want to spend right now. Like I said, it's Saturday. So, welcome to the real world. Sometimes you sit down, there isn't a trade, and that's okay. All right? The sooner you figure that out, the better your trading returns are going to become. All right? Talk to you soon.